Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about my top 3 favorite stories from Season 5. Of course, I haven't seen all of Season 5, so I'll actually talk about each story, just kind of go through the list. But mentioning my favorite 3 from what I've seen, Tomb of the Cybermen, which I like is complete, which is nice. I think the Cybermen are really cool in it. That's not my favorite cyber design, and half the time I can't understand what the voices are saying. But it's got some very iconic imagery, like when they're waking up out of their tomb, for example. That's wonderful stuff. Troughton is great in this. I really like his speech with Victoria about her family and everything. That's a really good moment. I do enjoy Tomb of the Cybermen. I think it's a good 4-parter. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I like some of the people on the expedition are truly deplorable characters who kind of get what they have coming. That's pretty neat too. It's a good story. I like it. Next on the list is Web of Fear. I do really like Web of Fear. I think it's a little overrated, but I do like it a lot. It is the one where, back when I did my list of, one story from each Doctor I would recommend for someone who hasn't seen Doctor Who, but just had a vague familiarity with it. The story I recommended for the second Doctor was Web of Fear. I like the fact it is mostly complete. I'm still waiting on my Steelbook to get here. It's been 2 weeks and it still has not gotten here, and I'm concerned and angry at the same time. So I still haven't got to see the animated episode. I do love the fact that 5 of the 6 episodes are surviving. It does have a very atmospheric tone to it that I like. A lot of claustrophobia with it being in the sewers. It gets very claustrophobic in places. I think the guest actors and the main cast do a really good job in it. And I love the tension that's filled throughout it. I think it's just a really, really good story. Looking forward to seeing the animated episode 3 whenever my Steelbook gets here. If it ever gets here. And then the other one on the list is Enemy of the World. I like this one, not as much as some people. I don't really like it when the main character is having to also play someone that looks just like him. When it's sheer coincidence, it seems contrived. And it's a good story, and Troughton does such a good performance. I think one of the reasons this story has been reevaluated and really went up in people's estimation since it was found is because Troughton is so good in both roles. And it's so nuanced that he plays Salamander different than he does the Doctor imitating Salamander. There's nuance there that you can tell them apart, which it's just further proof of just how such a good actor Troughton was, and I really enjoy that. And for me, I like Meglos a little better, because Meglos, there's actually a reason for the Tom Baker to be playing both characters, since Meglos is disguising itself as the Doctor because it's trying to deceive the people on the planet. See, I like something like that, when there's a reason why the enemy looks just like the Doctor. It's actually part of the plot. I think Meglos actually pulls that off really well. It's one of the reasons I like Meglos. As much as I like Enemy of the World, it's just a coincidence. I'm sure I'll think the same thing if I ever get to see Massacre. I think it was Massacre. With Hartnell's playing dual roles. I have a feeling that's going to slightly bother me, that it just happens to be a coincidence, that this person looks just like the Doctor. And talking about the other stories, I haven't seen The Abominable Snowmen. I've never listened to the audio. Waiting for an animation to get announced, since we are pretty sure it's coming. So I can see that. I've seen The Ice Warriors. The Ice Warriors is just okay to me. The animation is fine, except for the Ice Warriors in the animation. The Ice Warriors in the animation, their mouths look weird. But the animation on the missing episodes is fine. I find the story dull. I like some of the guest cast, especially the one guy who kind of leads the scientific mission there. I like him. But I just found, when I watched the story, I've only watched it once. Maybe I need to rewatch it. But I just watched it for the first time, either in 2019 or 2020. And I just found it uninteresting. I find the Seeds of Death a lot better. A lot better. Good outing for the Ice Warriors. Fury from the Deep. You guys know I can't get past that animation. I don't like that animation. The story is great. And if there's one whole missing story that can be found that I could pick, it'd probably be this one. because the surviving footage looks amazing. I just really think they dropped the ball with the animation here, so because of that, I don't really get into it. And Wheel in Space. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I know 2 of the 6 episodes survive. I know it's not well regarded, and I don't really think much of the cyber design. Excuse me. But I am looking forward to seeing it, especially since the final episode survives. I love when a final episode of partly completed stories survive. I don't know why, I just love being able to watch the final episode, the actual original episode. So I'm looking forward to that one getting animated. Hopefully we'll get an announcement on that maybe next year. So that'll be really nice. So those are my top 3 for Season 5. I would like to know what you think of those stories and what your top 3 stories from Season 5 are and why you feel that way. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I always enjoy finding out your opinions on things. I also have a Patreon if you would like to contribute to that. There is a link to that down in the description below. Check that out. My entry-level tier is only $2 a month if you want to get in on what I do. And also, if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. If you just want to do me a favor and click that like button, click that subscribe button. I'm always trying to grow the channel, trying to get the channel to 1,000 subscribers, because there's so many things that open up you can do when you reach 1,000 subscribers, like doing community posts and community polls and stuff like that. Other ways for me to grow the channel. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.